Okay, so let's talk Twitter targeting, where you're actually trying to find people talking about you, talking about your client, talking about something you're interested in, and more importantly, people talking about those topics right around you. That's the key to all this. There's two ways to do this. The first one is by using twitter.com itself. So if you go to search.twitter.com, it will bring you to this page, which is the advanced search option. You'll see you have the trending topics down here, but what we're really interested in is right here, the advanced search bar. Let's do a search for anything that mentions Texas State University in it. So if I go ahead and click that, oops, didn't mean to click that. So this is what you'll see when you search for Texas State University through the advanced Twitter search, and you'll see it updates in real time. First of all, it has a couple of accounts that it thinks are related to that. Pretty spot on with that. It's got the official account and the University Star. Here are some recent photos that people have posted about Texas State. You get an ad, so thanks a lot, Twitter. And then you'll see here, you'll notice here that Texas State and then University of Houston, so Twitter read all that as Texas State University. Still applies because this is football highlights from last week. But not the exact search we were doing for, but those words were in the tweet. And then as you continue to move down, you start to see more tweets involving Texas State University. Now, one way we might be able to filter out some of these Houston tweets, just as an example, if you go right here to more options and then click near you, that will now do a very close search or for just people posting around you. And you see it's not exactly working all that well because the only two tweets it's finding are from April 2014 and from 2013. Now, granted, I live in New Braunfels, about 15 miles from campus, but still some issues there. A better way to do that is by using TweetDeck, which is a tool we discussed in class. And here you can do targeted keyword searches by geocode. So in class, I showed you some examples of searching for people looking for a new apartment in Dallas, looking for an apartment in Houston, stuff like that. Here's an example of one of our clients in class, and you'll notice this is the exact wording you need inside TweetDeck. So I'm going to show you how to do that. We'll use this Bear Hall example again. So if I go right here to add column, again, TweetDeck's a third-party software. It's really for power users of Twitter. If you're just tweeting for one client and you're not using it a ton, TweetDeck's probably a little too much for you. But this search function and the targeting is very valuable. So I click on search, and here we're going to go ahead and search for Bear Hall now. And what Twitter does is now it has gone through and found every post containing the words Bear Hall. So I'm going to go ahead and add this column to my stack here. And so you'll notice there's a difference between these two. And the difference is we haven't yet set the geocode on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this little level here. And you see that we set the content match for Bear Hall. Now if I click down on that, I can go ahead and change this. And here's where you add the geocode. Now you need the lat and longitude. And to do that, all you have to do is do a search for lat longitude San Marcos. And you see there right here. So I'm going to copy the latitude. And I'm going to put that first. Then you do a comma and a negative sign. And then you do the longitude here. So we'll do that. And then the last thing you do, comma, and then set a parameter. So it uses kilometers. So I'll just do 10 kilometers. And if you notice, those first two tweets went away because they were not sent from around San Marcos. So this is a great tool to use in order to find people talking about you, talking about your client. You can see the advantages of this if you're in the customer service business, especially, and you want to know if people are complaining or people are praising. That way you can respond to them. So talk with your clients about targeting on Twitter. It can be a huge advantage and a huge positive for you.